Hi everybody, Kelly here from the Modern Day Tarot. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. All the information on how to book a reading with me is down below this video in the information section. All my other information for my social media pages are all down there below as well. All right, let's get started with your reading. Hey Gemini, welcome to your July 2019 monthly reading. This is for Sun sign, Gemini, Moon sign, and Rising sign. Now, I have laid out 5 cards for you, 5 tarot cards, 1 oracle card for this month's spread. We have your main energy that you'll be feeling this month, which is King of Wands. Underlying reason, the purpose for this energy coming through, we have the Empress. How to work with this energy is the 8 of Cups. What to let go of this month, 7 of Coins or 7 of Pentacles. And then how to work with this energy right here, we have the Empress, Major Arcana. So we have 2 Major Arcanas in your spread this month, Gemini. Now, before I get into your reading here, let me just go over that we do have a Mercury retrograde going on this month, you guys, and that is from the 7th through the 31st. That's your ruling sign or your ruling planet. So this has a tendency to kind of scramble everybody's communication. And many of you Geminis already probably know this, but for those of you that don't, Mercury, not only being your ruling sign, it rules communication of all kinds, whether it's electronic communication, text messaging, emails, contracts, transient energy, transportation, your vehicle, whenever you travel. But it also affects the way we hear things, the way we perceive things, the way we say things, and the way we understand things. So when Mercury is retrograde, lots of energy in that area can get confusing, wires get crossed. It's not the time to sign any big, contracts or make any big decisions, make any big deals, that sort of thing when it involves major life changes or especially when money is involved also. Now, Mercury is also going to be retrograde in both Leo, and then it continues to retrograde backwards in Cancer. We also are moving from Cancer season into Leo season. All right. And for, you guys, the houses that are going to be affected are your 2nd and 3rd houses. That's money and finances, as well as, communication. So on a general level. Now, if you want to know how it can affect you on a much more personal level, all the information is down below, how to get your astrological birth chart. But we can talk about that a little bit later. Now let's get into your reading, all right? Main energy this month. All right, King of Wands, all right? King of Wands is fire energy. It's that energy of the entrepreneur. It's a leader. It's a very confident, fiery energy, all right? The kings in the deck of tarot have mastered their craft, all right? So this is a very confident energy that you guys are going to be feeling. And as I'm looking at all of the cards, for me, I can definitely see where you guys are going to be feeling like really back and forth about either something you have mastered and have decided, or you're feeling like, okay, the amount of energy and effort have put into it up to this point may not be working for you the way it used to, and it's time to switch gears. Or you are possibly looking into a brand new endeavor that you want to master. So let's get a little bit more into it here. As I was saying, this is very fiery energy. You guys are going to be feeling very strong and confident about a situation that you're dealing with. And if this resonates with you, you're going to know what I'm talking about. For some of you, you may be dealing with a fire sign person. That would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that is in a leadership type position. But I really feel like this is more of how you yourself will be feeling about whether it's a work situation that you have already mastered and have put a lot of time and energy, and now you're just kind of feeling like, you know, I'm just not quite feeling the same way, but yet I don't feel like you really want to move away from it. But you need to kind of, like I said, switch gears. And I say that because the purpose behind this very strong, confident, fiery energy coming up this month, and with your ruling planet going retrograde, you guys are used to being in your head and really putting thought process into making decisions. That's going to be kind of difficult for you guys this month, if not very difficult, because Mercury is going to be retrograde. Great thing about you guys, you are awesome at, hey, something doesn't work this way. Guess what? Back up, reroute. You're going to need to get out of your head and start going with your gut. That's what the High Priestess is, all right? And as soon as I saw the card, I couldn't help but see, you know, the number 2 here, which made me think of Gemini, those two, and the moon, 2 sides there, and then right in the middle. And the High Priestess, she not only thinks about what her inner voice is telling her, she goes within and she listens to what is her gut telling her. How does her body feel when she thinks about a certain situation? She tunes in to not only her head, but her heart. So, and her physical just reaction to the situation that you guys are going to be really feeling very strong and passionate about in the month of July. And it's going to be really important for you to go, like I said, with your gut on this, because it's going to be hard for you to really get clear in your head when your ruling planet is retrograde. And with it being retrograde in those 2 houses of money and communication, entrepreneurship right there, all right? So you may have a lot of questions about, all right, at one point I was putting a lot of time and energy and have mastered something that has brought a lot of abundance, you know, on a financial level for me. But now I'm kind of feeling like, you know, I need to nurture it in a different way so that it brings me a different type of an outcome. It's almost, I almost feel like, not that you want to start something new per se, but just take a different approach. Because here, how should you try to work with this energy here? We have the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups is about walking away on an emotional level from a situation that you used to feel very strong about. Now, when I say walking away, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're physically walking away from something or someone. These are cups, so this is emotion. This is water energy. And with it being the number 8, this is something that you have over a long period of time have felt very strong about. This isn't a snap decision and, okay, well, nope, I no longer feel that way, and you were only with it for just a very short time. You were with this for a long time, but now you just are starting to feel different and feel the need to either walk away from the way you used to feel about it, or it's time to just take a different approach. But you just are not feeling the same way about this situation. Or for some of you, a person. Now, as we get further into your reading here, what to let go of, we have the Seven of Coins, or in some decks, it's the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Coins is all about investment. It is what you have invested over a long period of time and what you have received from that investment. This is time, energy, and money that you have put into something, whether it is a business endeavor or this is a relationship. But you have put a lot of time and energy into it, and you've reaped a lot of rewards from it. Interestingly enough, that it's right under the King of Wands. That's how the King of Wands got to where he is. He has invested a tremendous amount of his time, his energy, his money, and everything, his blood, sweat, and tears he has put into it. And if you see the woman on the card, she's happy. She has reaped the rewards of it. But because this is in the position of what to let go of, once again, I don't necessarily feel like it's that you no longer need to invest in it, but maybe it's time to change the way you invest. And I don't see with any of these cards here, none of these energies are quick action energies. All right? None of them. This is about how you really feel on a spiritual level, physical level, emotional level, an intellectual level. You're going to need to really dive deep and decide, do I change, totally reroute, and start and look to master something new? Or do I walk away, just the way I'm going about it and change the way I invest, but not walk away from the endeavor? Because over here, how to work with this energy of letting go of the investment, we go right back to the Empress, which is all about creation. It's nurturing. This is major arcana. So this is huge energy. This is not about walking away. It's about nurturing. But because this is one of the major arcanas at the very beginning of the deck of tarot, this tells me that this is regroup, learn a different way to nurture, grow, enhance, and build what you have been investing in, but just doing it in a different way. So once again, what is it that you are feeling like, what? I have mastered this, okay? But maybe now I feel like, I'm looking for something different to master. And how I used to invest in things, put my time and energy into things, I can't do that way anymore. My life has changed. So it's time to change the way I put myself out there. And for some of you, maybe you just can't devote as much time and energy into what you do. For some of you, you may be a boss. All right, because that's what the King of Wands is. He's the boss, and this can be a male or female. And you've decided, what? For many years, I used to own my own business, and I love it. But you know what? I'm at a stage in my life where I want to do some more traveling. I don't want to necessarily let go of what I've worked so hard for, but I can't really put as much time and energy into it as I used to because my wants and needs have changed. So it's time to go within and dive deep. and think about what you really want, what you really need. What does your gut tell you? Because you feel the need to walk away from something you have put so much of yourself and emotion into. All right, that is, how you should be working with this energy. It's time to adjust, reroute, look at the way you have invested. How should you be investing going forward? And it's about nurturing. And for some of you, this may be, you know what? You need to nurture and put more energy into your children versus work. Or vice versa. Maybe now your kids have grown and you now are in a position where, you know what? I'm in a place where I don't have to be home as often as I used to be because my kids are all grown. They're in college or they've all moved out. And I can now, I've mastered parenthood. And now I want to master something else. I've been working at this side job or this hobby that I have mastered, but now I want to pour my effort into that. So once again, it goes back to, what does your heart tell you, Gemini? I would really like to pull a clarifier here for this King of Wands, because I just really feel like it's not necessarily, I don't feel like this is, okay, I'm really upset and I need to walk away from something. It's just, nope, I've put time and energy into one thing, but now I feel like I need to either change the way I nurture it, or there's something new that I've already put a lot of time and energy into, and now I really want to nurture that. So let's see what comes up here for you guys. Let's get a clarifier. What is this King of Wands here? King of Wands for Gemini. What is this King of Wands? What is this King? These are such big cards, and I have such small hands, so if they don't pop up when they fall, I don't even look at it. I just put it right back in the deck. All right. All right, here we have Nine of Swords. Underlying energy there, I've got Six of Wands. All right, Six of Wands, this is all about victory. All right, Nine of Swords is about feeling very, it's that energy that keeps you up at night. This is air energy. It's feeling anxious and nervous about something. So, but with this completely different energy here, you have anxiousness, ideas running around in your head, just telling you that you can't do something, making you worry quite a bit over it. But yet, here we have the victory card. That's what the Six of Wands is all about. That is victory. So this is, once again, you feeling like, okay, I really want to do something. I really want to feel and confident, and I want to master this thing that is really important to me, but you're back and forth in your head about it, which is what I was feeling when I was looking at the Empress here. And if you get out of your head, and you're going to need to this month, Gemini, with Mercury in retrograde, you're going to need to get out of your head. Get those negative thoughts that tell you that you can't, get them out of your head. Listen to your gut. Once again, this is fire energy, Wands. Fire energy is that inspiration. It's what drives that passion. It's what drives your spirit and your soul to do what it is that you truly want to do and master. That's where you need to be, not in your head, but in your gut, in your soul, with what you want, how you want to feel going forward, what you've already invested in. How do you want to invest in what it is that you want in the here and now? And that's what you do. When I add up all the cards and then reduce it to a single number, I get the number 3 again, the Empress. And the number 3 not only stands for creation, creativity, birth and rebirth, giving birth to something new, whether it's, some, tarot readers look at this as the, giving birth to a child, motherhood. And for some of you, that could be the case. Maybe you are in a position now where you used to feel very strong about your job and you've climbed the corporate ladder and you have it all. But guess what? I think I want to have a child now. For some of you, that may be the case. And if it is, fantastic, awesome. Whatever it is, it comes down to, what does your heart tell you? Because this is about creation. And the number 3 also represents the mind, the body, and soul. How do you feel when you think about what it is that you really want in your mind, your body, and your soul? Now, let's take a look at your oracle card here. All right, breathe. All right, Archangel Raphael, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. Hello. What you used to invest in, it's time to regroup and invest in what it is that you want to master. Let's get a little bit more on this oracle card here. Often during times of stress, you may unconsciously hold your breath. Yet, as you know, breath is essential to oxygenating your mind, body, and spirit, and your very life. Write a note to yourself to breathe as a reminder of the importance of invigorating yourself with deep and steady breaths. That's what, hey, right here, you see the figure in the high priestess? She's sitting there with her eyes closed in that meditative state, taking a deep breath and listening to her own breathing. You'll also notice an increase in air quality when you're near water, such as the beach or a lake. Even taking a shower or bath puts you in touch with the positive ions associated with water and air. Now, I know for many Geminis, can very much be out of your element to get more in touch with, water energy or earth energy to help you feel more grounded and get more in touch with your inner voice, because you're so used to being in your head. But this month, it will really do you a lot of good to just try to get out of your head. If you start feeling that way, like you're in that round and round, that hamster wheel in your head, take a walk, go to the park, talk with a trusted friend, and write down the pros and cons of what it is that you are feeling like you really want to invest in and give birth to. Okay? I really hope these messages were of help to you, Gemini. I wish you all the best and a happy July. Take care and God bless.